During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
It's time for Glasgow Lady Scotties softball on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the WCLU and Scotties YouTube channels. Presented by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers.
Back here at Rigdon-Kiser Field at Busch Stadium, Joe Myers now joined by Stephen Murphy as we get you set for this Glasgow Warren East softball game, final regular season district game of the season for the Lady Scotties. And Murph, this game doesn't have a lot of meaning for Glasgow. They know they're locked into that number 4 seed. They're going to, what they don't know yet is who they're going to play in the first round, because Warren East still has this game, and tomorrow they play Allen County Scottsville. If East wins both today and tomorrow, then you'll have a first-place tie between East and Barron County because they split during the regular season. So this game's certainly very meaningful for Warren East.
It sure is for them. You know, they would like to at least get a tie, and then we were talking earlier, I don't know exactly what the tiebreaker is now, but they want to at least be in that situation.
Well, here we go as Autumn Brooks leads things off for Warren East. Memphis Prophet delivers her first pitch of the day. Let's go ahead and set the Glasgow defense for you. Out in the outfield, Sydney Kuykendall in left field, Ellery Haynes in center, Kinsey Johnson in right. We'll give you the infielders after this pitch from Memphis Prophet. Here's the 1-0 coming to Autumn Brooks. This one misses upstairs. At third base for Glasgow, you have Emery Gardner. The shortstop is Jakali Green. Second baseman for the Lady Scotties is going to be Kerrigan Hagan, and Micah Mullenkamp will be at first base. Gracie Walker behind the dish. And this pitch in there to Brooks for a called strike. Memphis Prophet on the year 2-12 with an 8.11 ERA. She struck out 34, walked 37. She's thrown 73rd in the third innings, and she's making her 15th start of the season here today. And this pitch misses low to Brooks, so now to count 3 balls and 1 strike. It's turned into a really pretty afternoon. It was cloudy and overcast for much of the day. But good to see the sun pop out here for the game, and this pitch going to be fouled back. Count will go full now.
Especially the way the weather's been all week. It's just been awful, and I've been watching a lot of college conference softball tournaments, and they've been impacted by the weather. So it's the whole Southeast, not just us, but it's good to see the sunshine out.
Payoff pitch coming from Prophet. And it is a ground ball fouled on the third baseline. Yeah, there was some question as to whether or not we would be able to play this game today. We had originally planned to broadcast a baseball game, but when this game got rescheduled, of course, we always try to do all the district games for softball and baseball, so we thought we probably needed to do this softball game. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and this one going to be popped up on the infield. Jakali Green calling for it just on the edge of the outfield grass. She'll make the catch for out number 1.
It's a nice job by Memphis battling back after getting a 3-1 count there to get the pop out right there.
We had all the clouds earlier in the day, and that hindered the drying of the field, I think, somewhat, but they were able to get it in playing shape here for this ball game.
Yeah, it was an ugly morning, just a lot of clouds.
Yep. Here's Madison Heimer for Warren East with 1 away here in the top of the first inning, which is brought to you by SCRTC. And that pitch from Memphis Prophet misses for ball 1. Heimer, a .387 hitter, 13 RBI. She has 1 home run. It's from the left side. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one misses a bit low. Started about 8 minutes early. This game still was not scheduled to start for about 5 more minutes, so we do apologize having to rush through the pregame show for you, but we do what we have to do. This pitch catches the outside corner, 2-1 now to Heimer.
Yeah, when you're playing an outdoor sport, that's what you do a lot of times. Even though there's no threat of weather.
No pregame clock is the problem.
No. That's a
this
good point.
Pitch misses outside. With football, we always know we can watch that pregame clock. We know exactly when they're going to kick it off. But with softball and baseball, it's just kind of when everybody's ready to play.
That's a good point. We don't have that here.
Here's the 3-1. And here's a line shot that'll get into right field for a South Central Bank base hit here for Madison Heimer, the first of the day for Warren East. And that will bring up the shortstop for the Lady Raiders, Lydia Jones. Jones, the leading hitter on the team, .484 average. She has 29 RBIs. Memphis Prophet with her first pitch of this at bat. And the fastball in there for a strike on the inside half.
Anytime you hit over 400 in high school, you're a pretty good hitter.
She's driven in those 29 runs, so obviously the kids ahead of her have been getting on base too. The 0-1, and this pitch misses low.
Yeah, we were talking about the South Warren team before the game. The Hudson girl, I told you, she had 18 home runs. She's also hitting over 600.
That's amazing. It's amazing. 1-1 here to Lydia Jones. And this pitch nearly hit Jones. She has to back out of the way of it, and the runner had already taken off for second base on the pitch. And she has that stolen. So now Heimer out at second base. 2 balls and a strike to Jones. Prophet with a pitch, and looked like a rise ball there that misses upstairs. 3-1 with a cleanup hitter on deck. Now the pitch. And it misses low, it looked like, and ball 4 will send Lydia Jones down to first base, and that will bring up the cleanup hitter Riley Jones. Jones batting .373. She leads the team with 35 RBIs and also leads the team with 4 dingers on the year.
I wonder if they're sisters.
Wondered that too. I don't know. Their pitcher and catcher have the same last name too, Autumn Brooks and Jordan Brooks. I don't know. They may be sisters as well. This first pitch to Jones misses for ball 1.
I don't know how many times I've seen 2 sets of sisters on a team, but we don't know that for sure.
This pitch catches the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Prophet toes the rubber. Now the 1-1. Fly ball to right field. Johnson coming in on it, and she will make the catch. Heimer going to tag up and go from second to third. Lydia Jones stays put at first base. So now runners on the corners with 2 down. And Glasgow will try to get Addison Lee out here to get out of this half inning without giving up a run as Lee comes to the plate batting .407 with 21 RBIs. Pitch from Prophet. Misses high, and Lydia Jones takes off for second base, so she will be there without a throw. Glasgow's normal catcher, Lucy Richardson, is out with an illness today, so Gracie Walker behind the plate for the Lady Scotties. Here's the 1-0, and this pitch misses upstairs. It's a relatively experienced Warren East team. You know, we see so many softball teams that are pretty young. Everybody on this team is at least in high school. We see a lot of middle school kids sometimes. This one misses up and away. 3 balls and no strikes. They do have a couple of freshmen, but other than that, everybody's either a senior or a junior.
And they probably got some players left over from those days where they were really at the top of the region, too.
Now the 3-0 pitch. And this one's in there for a strike right at the knees. Kinsey Upton would be next if Lee's able to reach here. Profit with a pitch. And this ball lined into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Sasser Bank base hit. Sydney Kuykendall throws home, but the throw is not in time to get the runner as 2 runs come in to score. Both Heimer and Jones cross the plate, and it's 2-0 Warren East here in the top of the SCRTC first inning.
Yeah, we missed the cutoff person there, and that allowed that runner from first to go to second.
So with Lee at second base, here is Kinsey Upton. Upton will bat from the left side, it looks like. She bats .371 with 18 RBIs. She has 2 home runs. Profit delivers, and this ball going to be fouled off out of play to the left side. Here's the 0-1. This one misses upstairs and high enough that Walker can't get her glove up there to make the catch, so that's going to be a wild pitch, and that will move Lee over to third base. A pitch from Profit, misses high. Glasgow baseball team in action at home against Russell County today. It's their senior day. The seniors are going to be honored about 30 minutes before game time. This pitch misses as well. It's now 3 balls and a strike to Upton.
They were able to play Monday, weren't they, at Russell County?
Yes, they did. Yep.
I think Russell County won that ball game.
They did, yep. 3-1 pitch. Line back up the middle, and that's going to drop in for another Southside Bank base hit. It gets another run in as Lee comes in from third base to make it 3-0 Lady Raiders. RBI there for Upton, her 19th of the season. That will bring up the first baseman, Jaylee Childers. Yeah, that baseball game against Russell County on Monday at Russell County, the Scotties got up in that game. I think it was like 6-0.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part.
And then Russell County came back and ended up winning the game, I think maybe by 10 runs. This pitch misses low.
Well, up there they play on field turf, so the rain is not as big an issue as it is for a lot of us other schools.
Profit behind the count 1-0. The pitch on the way. This one going to be fouled off out of play to the right side. Childers a .398 hitter, 29 RBIs. Warren East as a team, an outstanding average, .386 as a team.
Very good.
Here's the 1-1. This one misses up and away. Yeah, you don't see too many team averages up over .350 for sure.
Maybe in the 3 teens, maybe something like that, but no, not that high.
Now the 2-1. Here's a line shot to right field. This could be trouble. It's going to get over Johnson's head and bounce off the bottom of the fence out there. Runner coming around third will come in to score. It'll be a double for Childers as Kinsey Upton comes in to make it 4-0 East here in the top of the SCRTC first inning. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Kennedy Lawson. Profit delivers the pitch, misses upstairs, and Walker can't handle it. It's going to get to the backstop. That will move Childers over to third base. Lawson with a .200 average, 5 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 from Profit. And this line shot, but at the shortstop, Jakiley Green. She will play it off of one hop, go to first base for out number 3. But a big top of the first inning here for Warren East as they push 4 runs across. And Glasgow finds themselves down by 4 without ever coming to bat yet. They'll see their first turn at bat after this timeout. Murph?
That half inning, Warren East got 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base.
After 1/2 inning, it is Warren East 4, Glasgow nothing. Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joe Meyer, Stephen Murphy back here with you at Glasgow High School's Busch Stadium, where we go to the bottom half of the SCRTC first inning. Glasgow trailing 4-0 to the Warren East Lady Raiders here in this 15th District matchup. First 3 hitters due up for the Lady Scotties will be Ellery Haynes, Sydney Kuykendall, and Jakiley Green. Ellery Haynes will step into the left-handed batter's box here, batting .271 on the year with 10 RBIs. In the pitching circle today for Warren East is Autumn Brooks. And her first pitch of the day misses low and away. Brooks is 12-6 on the year with a 4.70 ERA, 61 strikeouts, 27 walks. She's thrown 95 1/3 innings, making her 17th start of the season here this afternoon. And here's a line shot in the left field, and that'll be a leadoff single, a South Central Bank base hit for Ellery Haynes.
Good start for the Scotties.
Next up, Sydney Kuykendall. Sydney normally bats in the number 9 spot, but again with Lucy Richardson out today due to an illness, some changes in the order. So Sydney will bat in the 2nd spot today, a .333 hitter with 7 RBIs. Warren East down the lines, the first and third baseman's playing way in here looking for the bunt from Sydney.
Yeah, they're about 30 feet from home plate.
First pitch to Kuykendall misses for ball 1. 1-0 pitch coming from Brooks in the dirt. Set the defense for you real quick for Warren East. The outfielders Riley Jones in left field, Madison Heimer in center, Kinsey Upton in right, Addison Lee at third base, Lydia Jones at short, Kennedy Lawson at second, Jaylee Childress at first, and behind the plate is Jordan Brooks. The 2-0 pitch, and it's bunted. A beautiful bunt down the third base line by Kuykendall, and they will not have a play. Boy, Sydney could not have laid that bunt down any better. And no play for anybody, so it's a bunt single, a South Central Bank base hit there for Kuykendall, and the first 2 hitters have reached first and second with nobody out, with Jakiley Green coming to the plate.
That's textbook right there. I mean, it was maybe 15 feet from home plate. The ball just died, and with her speed, they were not going to throw her out.
Can't be done any better. Brooks delivers a fastball, which misses low to Green. Jakiley batting .375 with 9 RBI. She does have 1 home run.
Be nice to get a good time to get the second.
I'd take it. 1-0 as Brooks fires away, and that one way upstairs, 2-0. Glasgow down 4-0 here in the bottom of the SCRTC first inning. The 2-0 pitch is popped up on the infield, and an infield fly rule is called here. Catch was made by the shortstop Lydia Jones. And with 1 away, here comes Emery Gardner.
Yeah, a lot of times players misunderstand that infield fly rule.
Gardner on the season, batting .380 with 7 RBIs and 1 home run. First pitch to her is a called strike. Yeah, runners at first and second, less than 2 outs. You get one popped up on the infield, it's going to be called.
Right. Automatic out there. And if they drop it, you advance at your own risk.
That's right. It's still a live ball. And this ball, kind of a wobbler, hit back up the middle, and a good play by the shortstop, Lydia Jones, as she fielded that ball right in front of the bag at second base, threw to first to get Gardner. However, it does move Haynes and Kuykendall up a bag. So now with runners at second and third, and 2 away, here's Micah Mullenkamp.
A real nice play by their shortstop. Came, got that ball right behind the circle, and no hesitation at all. Went to first base because she had no play anywhere else.
Kind of a little knuckleball or something coming off the bat as it went back up the middle. But Jones with the play, and Micah Mullenkamp will foul this pitch off into the Warren East dugout here. Everybody's okay, it looks like. Base hit here could be big for the Lady Scotties as they trail 4-0. You got 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. The pitch up in Micah's eyes could not lay off that high pitch. It'll be 0-2 now. Brooks with the pitch, and just misses off the plate outside. Didn't miss by much. I think Brooks wanted the call, but didn't get it.
Yeah, you can tell by the body language she thought that was a strike.
One-two now. And this one off the handle, hit to the right side. It'll be scooped up by the first baseman Childers, and she'll step on the bag, and that will end the bottom of the SCRTC first inning. Glasgow strands a couple on the base paths here. Murph?
All right, for Glasgow in that bottom of the first, no runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base.
Warren East 4, Glasgow nothing. We have completed 2. We're back after a 1-minute time. Or excuse me, we've completed 1. We're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Joe Myers and Stephen Murphy back here with you at Glasgow High School. We go to the top of the HVAC Services second inning with Warren East leading the Lady Scotties by a score of 4-0. We told you the Glasgow baseball team in action at home today against Russell County, and they are scoreless in the bottom of the first there.
Now batting, Jordan Brooks.
Jordan Brooks to lead things off for the Lady Raiders. The 9-1-2 hitters due up here in this inning. And the pitch from Profit misses low and away. Autumn Brooks and Madison Heimer, the other 2 hitters due up. Profit with a 1-0. And a check swing foul ball off the bat of Brooks. The 1-1 pitch misses inside. We were just talking during the commercial break about Kentucky's baseball team. They're playing a weekend series at Florida this weekend, and they've been trailing the whole game, but now they've gone to the top of the ninth. Kentucky's up 9-8.
Hopefully they can hold on.
Here's the 2-1. And this is a check swing fly ball that's going to be caught out there by Sydney Kuykendall. I'm not sure what Brooks was trying to do there. It looked like a check swing, but she had so much behind it. I don't know, really, if she was just trying to slap it and it got up into the air. What happened there,
I think that's what she was trying to do. She's a slap hitter and just decided she was going to do one of those half slaps and thought she could drop it in over the shortstop. Sydney made a real nice play on the run there.
Yeah, made a nice running catch. Here is the top of the order, Autumn Brooks. She'll lay a bunt down. Profit comes out of the pitching circle. She'll go to first base, but the throw a little bit low, and Mullenkamp could not hang on to it. So Brooks will reach on the error there, and that will bring up Madison Heimer. And time's called here as we're going to get, let's see, a runner at first base, and that is number 22. That will be Kaylee Jones running for the catcher Jordan Brooks, or actually running for the pitcher Autumn Brooks, I'm sorry.
Got the courtesy runner going.
Yep. So Madison Heimer at the plate now. Strike one called on the outside corner. Heimer batting .327, 13 RBIs. Profit with a pitch, and it's a little bit high. Wind blowing in from center field. Here's the 1-1 as the runner takes off for second base. The pitch was in the dirt for ball 2 and no throw. So it'll be a stolen base there for Jones. Two and one to Madison Heimer. Profit with a pitch. On the outside corner for strike 2. Heimer did not like that call one bit as she turned and looked back at the umpire and kind of gave him the evil eye. It did look a little bit off the plate outside, if I'm being honest. Here's the 2-2. Change up here, misses low. So the count will go full. Payoff pitch from Profit, and misses outside. That's where it was called a strike just a second ago. But
sure was.
That's
same
the
pitch.
right. That is the right call. It's a ball, and so that will be a walk issued to Madison Heimer. Brings up Lydia Jones.
Now batting, Lydia Jones.
She'll come to the plate with runners at first and second here in the top of the HVAC Services second inning, with Warren East on top by a score of 4-0. First pitch she sees, misses outside.
She walked her first time up.
Leading hitter with a .484 average. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike at the knees. Glasgow has not played since Saturday with, as Murph was talking about earlier, just the horrible weather we've had this week. So wet. This pitch misses low, but Glasgow went to Todd Central and played 2 games. They defeated Hopkins Central by a score of 16-3, but then lost to Todd Central 10-0 on Saturday. 2 balls and a strike here to Lydia Jones. And the pitch is a fly ball here to left field. It's going to go foul, but Sydney Kuykendall may have a chance. And she cannot make the play. I couldn't tell. I'm blocked out. I couldn't tell if the ball actually stayed in play. Yeah, I guess it did stay in play. Sydney just couldn't get there.
Yeah, the dugout I couldn't see either from our angle here.
Yeah, we have a really good view from up here in the press box, but once you get into foul territory down that left field line, there's a section of the field down there that we cannot see. Now the 2-2 from Memphis Prophet. This one's a little bit low. So full count here to Lydia Jones. Memphis delivers. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Another 3-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball to Green at shortstop. She goes to second base for the out there. Hagan covering. Gets out number 1 of the inning. Runners now at first and third.
Now batting, Riley Jones.
And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Riley Jones.
Flew out to right field her first time up.
She's a dangerous hitter, 35 RBIs and 4 home runs. And strike one called to her as Lydia Jones takes second base on the pitch without a throw.
With a good hitter like this, you sure don't want to see 2 runners in scoring position.
Here's the 0-1, and this one fouled off out of play. Oh and 2 to the senior left fielder. She steps back into the box, awaiting the pitch. And Profit winds and fires, and this one in the dirt. It's going to get by Walker to the backstop, so that's going to bring the run in from third base as the courtesy runner Kaylee Jones scores to make it 5-0. Lydia Jones moves from second to third. And the top of the HVAC Services second inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Riley Jones. Profit with a pitch. And that's low, so that will be... Actually, I'm sorry. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It was just 1 and 2. Now it's 2 and 2. The pitch on the way, and this is a line shot foul down the left field line. So Profit set to deliver another 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball here into left field, foul territory. Kuykendall giving it a look, and
must have fallen.
She did not make the catch. Again, we were blocked out over there. We got no signal from our home plate umpire. That's who I was watching to see if the catch was made, but he didn't.
Usually immediately he gives the sign that's a foul
right.
if there's no catch, but
right.
he didn't do it that time.
That's why I was watching. So still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line shot back up the middle. That'll be a Sasser Bank base hit. Gets another run in for Warren East. It's 6-0 Lady Raiders. Single and an RBI there for Riley Jones. Here comes Addison Lee. And the fastball here from Profit off the plate outside. The 1-0 pitch is low. And here's a line drive going to be caught by Kerrigan Hagan at second base, and that will end the top of the HVAC Services second inning. But 2 more runs come across here for Warren East. And Glasgow will come to bat in the bottom of the second when we take this timeout. We'll give Merv just a second to get these numbers added up here in this half inning.
All right. For Warren East in the top of the second, 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left on base.
After 1.5, Warren East 6, Glasgow nothing. Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Back here at Glasgow High School, Kenzie Johnson to lead things off for the Lady Scotties. She'll be followed by Samaya Taylor and Gracie Walker here in the bottom half of the SCRTC second inning. First pitch from Autumn Brooks in there for a called strike. Kenzie batting .298 with 11 RBIs this season. Brooks delivers. Swing and a miss for Johnson. Went after one up in her eyes that time, 0-2.
Saw this week where Kenzie received a scholarship from T.J. Sampson this week.
Nice. With the cost of college and post-secondary education these days, any help you can get, you better be thankful for it. This pitch fouled off out of play.
She was only one of 3 girls that got that scholarship, right?
Well, congratulations to Kenzie. And maybe more importantly, congratulations to her parents. This pitch misses here. It's 1-2. One-two pitch is going to be fouled off down the third base line. We have one more regular season spring sports broadcast for you, and that will be Monday when the Glasgow baseball team entertains Monroe County over there at Sam Royce Field. This will be our last softball regular season game on the air anyway. They'll have a few more games, but this pitch misses upstairs to Johnson. It's 2-2. It's a 5:30 start for Monroe County and Glasgow over there at Sam Royce Field on Monday. We hope you'll join us for that broadcast. Now the 2-2. Misses outside. District tournament is not next week, but the week after. Lady Scotties will play their district semifinal game, and we'll tell you after this. Is a strike 3 called on the inside corner here as Johnson heads back to the dugout after the Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout there for Autumn Brooks, and that will bring up Samaya Taylor. The Lady Scotties softball team will play their district tournament game, first-round game, at 5:30 on that Monday, May the 20th, over at Allen County, Scottsville. Do not know yet who the opponent will be. It'll either be this Warren East team or Barron County. That's still all yet to be settled. This pitch misses low. Again, East needs to win this game and tomorrow. They play Allen County, Scottsville tomorrow. If they win both games, they will be 5-1 in the district, as will Barron. And these two teams split, so they'd have to go to a tiebreaker. And we believe that the tiebreaker is runs allowed, but we're not exactly sure of that. And we're not exactly sure if that's just amongst your district opponents or overall or head-to-head or exactly what it is. So we really know nothing.
Well, we do know it changed in 2016.
Yeah.
It went from that.
Swing and a miss by Taylor.
Went from a coin flip, what it used to be, now to, we think, runs allowed.
Yeah.
But
that's an educated guess, but, again, don't hold us to that. 2 balls and a strike here to Taylor. And Taylor going to put this one in play to the shortstop, Jones. She scoops it up and goes to first base for out number 2 here in the inning. And that will bring up Gracie Walker. Gracie has only had 1 at-bat on the varsity level, at least 1 official at-bat. She is 0 for 1. Brooks with a pitch, swung on a miss by Walker. 6-0 lead for Warren East here in the bottom of the second inning, brought to you by HVAC Services. The 0-1 pitch coming. Misses high. Baseball score for you. Bardstown leads Hart County 2-1 in the bottom of the second inning. And South Warren over Adair County 3-0 in the middle of the third. The 1-1 pitch misses upstairs. It's 2-1 now to the freshman catcher. Glasgow baseball team leads Russell County 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning there. The 2-1, swung and a miss by Walker. So Autumn Brooks on the rubber, and the 2-2 pitch. And another swing and a miss by Walker. It's an Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout for Brooks, and that will end the HVAC Services second inning as Glasgow goes quietly.
Very quietly. In that inning, Glasgow had no runs, no hits, no errors, and there were no runners left on base.
After 2 innings of play, it's Warren East 6, Glasgow nothing. Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Welcome back here to Glasgow High School's Rigdon-Kiser Field at Busch Stadium. We go to the top of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning now. And it is Warren East leading by a score of 6-0 over the Lady Scotties. Warren East will have their 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. That's Kinsey Upton, Jaylee Childers, and Kennedy Lawson. Barron County baseball team in action today at Taylor County. They were scheduled to play at home today, I think against Logan County, but that game was canceled. Of course, Barron has some trouble with their baseball field. It sits in a low spot down there. It does not drain real well. So I guess Barron was able to add a late last-minute game against Taylor County on the road, and Barron County leads Taylor by a score of 2-0 after 2 innings of play. I'm sorry, it's a scoreless game after 2 innings of play. I'm sorry. Sorry, Murph, what were you going to say there?
Taylor County has field turf on their field, so.
Swing and a miss here for Upton for strike one.
You know, I've seen Barron County's field under about 3 feet of water before because you're right, it's in that low spot, and it just does not drain real well.
The 0-1 pitch misses outside. 1-1.
Yeah, we played at Taylor County either last year or 2 years ago, and they had field turf, and it's. You know, if it's not raining, you can play because it just soaks right through it.
1-1 pitch is hitting the air foul out of play to the left side. Another softball score for you. Bowling Green leads Edmondson County at the end of the first inning by a score of 1-0.
That's a little surprising after seeing Edmondson here, and I know Bowling Green's not had a real good year.
Actually, let me update that. The most recent score, it's 1-1.
Oh, okay.
Edmonton County and Bowling Green. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
At the end of the second inning there. Here's a ground ball back up the middle off the bat of Kinsey Upton, and she has a Sasser Bank base hit to lead things off here in the top of the third.
Now batting, Jaylee Childers.
And that'll bring up Jaylee Childers.
She doubled her first time up to right field.
Memphis Prophet set to deliver the pitch, and it is a little bit low. Childers on the year, a .398 hitter with 29 RBIs. Senior first baseman. 1-0 pitch, misses high. Two balls, no strikes. Profit delivers. Pitch will be fouled off out of play. Two and one to Childers. Ball hit back up the middle. That'll be another South Central Bank base hit. So back-to-back singles for Warren East to start off this top of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning, and it's now Kennedy Lawson coming to the plate.
She grounded out to short her first time at bat.
See if they bunt right here, trying to get two runners in scoring position. Lawson just hitting 200 on the season. She does square to bunt, but pulls back and takes the ball low.
I was like you. I thought they probably would, and she showed it that first pitch.
Now the 1-0 from Profit. Again, Lawson squares to bunt and lays it down this time. Nobody covering the bag at first base. And Profit would have had a play there, but nobody got to the bag to cover the base because Micah Mullenkamp was coming in to try to field the bunt. And now time going to be called here by Glasgow head coach Katie Arbeck. Warren East will have bases loaded here with nobody out. And while Coach Arbeck talks with her team, we'll tell you that school's almost out, but the deals are just getting started at Don Franklin. You can choose from thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles. Plus, Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for most makes and models. Hurry into Don Franklin or DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there. Normally your second baseman will cover the bag, just didn't get over there.
And honestly, Kerrigan has not, I don't know how much second base she has played. She has not played it much when we've done the ball games anyway. So there's not a lot of experience probably there at second base.
Very young player right there.
Yeah. Just a seventh grader, I believe, right? Is that right?
Yes, seventh grade. Mm-hmm.
All right, with the bases loaded here for Warren East, they'll send up Jordan Brooks. East already on top 6-0, so a chance to break this game wide open here.
Brooks flew out to left field on her first at bat.
And the pitch misses inside, gets to the backstop, but runners do not try to advance. Got to be careful if you're a runner at third base here because it's a concrete backstop. It's a pretty short backstop, so the ball a lot of times will bounce right back to the catcher. This pitch misses up and in. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that carom almost guaranteed to just ricochet right back to the catcher.
Profit with a 2-0 pitch. And that one's low. Bases loaded here, so nowhere to put Brooks. Memphis has to come with a strike to avoid walking in a run. The 3-0 pitch misses high, and it will be a 4-pitch walk to Brooks. That will bring another run in for Warren East as Kinsey Upton crosses home plate. It's now 7-0. And we'll get a courtesy runner here at first base, I believe, for the catcher Jordan Brooks. I did not pick up the number. I think it's number 8. Is that right? Yeah, Ashley Parson, it looks like, at first base running his courtesy runner. The hitter is Autumn Brooks as we go back to the top of the order for Warren East.
She's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out and reached on an error her last time up.
Profit with the pitch. Misses outside. Lady Scotties softball team set to play at LaRue County tomorrow morning, but they'll be playing Louisville Atherton in the Abe Lincoln Classic there in Hodgensville. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball to Gardner at third base. Has some trouble with it. Comes up with it now. Goes to first base. That's her only play. They do get the out there, but another run comes in to score. The other 2 runners advance a base, so now you've got runners at second and third. As coming in to score there was Jaylee Childress for Warren East. So now 8-0. And that will bring up Madison Heimer. Profit comes with a fastball that misses low.
Heimer is 1 for 1, a single in the first, and she walked in the second.
Softball score for you. After one inning of play, Metcalfe County and Warren Central are tied at 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there for a called strike. Another softball score. Edmonson County has now taken a 4-1 lead over Bowling Green after 3 innings of play. That makes more sense to you?
Exactly, yes.
Here's the 1-1. And a ground ball to the right side. Kerrigan Hagan charges. Her only play will be at first base. They do get the out there. But Kennedy Lawson comes in to score the 9th run of the day for Warren East. And with 2 away, here is the shortstop, Lydia Jones, with a runner at third base.
Jones is 0 for 2 on the day. She's 0 for 1. She did walk her first time up, and she got on by fielder's choice her second time.
Profit's first pitch misses low. The 1-0. That one's called a strike. Jones batting .484, which leads the team. 1-1 pitch, and that one slipped out of Memphis's hands. Going to bounce in, and it's going to get away from Walker behind the plate, and that will bring in run number 10 of the day for Warren East as the courtesy runner Parson comes in to score. It's now 10-0. Here in the top of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. Profit with a 2-1 pitch. Base is empty now. Ball hit back up the middle. That'll be a South Central Bank base hit into center field for Lydia Jones, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, Riley Jones.
Riley is 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right field her first time up and singled to center her second time up.
Baseball score, Russell County leads Glasgow now 2-1. The top of the third. First pitch to Riley Jones, misses upstairs.
You know, Russell County has a really good baseball tradition over there. They were state runner-up, was it 2 years ago?
I believe that's right, yep. Yeah, they have had a really good baseball program for many, many years over there. This pitch bounces in from Profit. That'll be ball 2, and it moves Lydia Jones to second base on the wild pitch. And time called here. Gracie Walker going to go out and have a quick word with Memphis in the pitching circle. Thank our sponsors here for Spring Sports on WCLU. They are Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, HVAC Services, Garcia's Grill, South Central Bank. Scottie Spring Sports also brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow, Elmore Realty and Auction, TJ Regional Health, Monticello Bank of Glasgow. Also, Hardee's, South Central Rural Telephone, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. The 2-0 pitch from Profit misses upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes here. Addison Lee waiting on deck should Jones reach. Sun pops back out here. The 3-0 pitch misses low. Memphis definitely having some control issues today, more so probably than we've seen most of the times that she has pitched this year.
Yes, that is true. Lee here is 1 for 2 on the day. She singled to left and lined out to second.
And this pitch right down Broadway for a called strike 1 there. Addison Lee, a .407 hitter.
Memphis with 4 walks on the day.
This one in there for a called strike. 0-2 to Lee. Profit with a pitch. Fouled off out of play. We get another 0-2 pitch from Profit. It's on the way. Ground ball to Gardner at third base. She has it. Emery with the throw across the diamond to first, where Mullenkamp covers for out number 3. And that will end the top half of the the top half of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. My apologies. And Warren East pushes 4 more runs across, and they now have a double-digit lead over the Lady Scotties through 2.5 innings of play. Murph?
All right, for Warren East in the third inning, 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base.
10-0 Warren East after 2.5 complete. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Memphis Prophet to lead things off for the Lady Scotties here in the bottom half of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. First pitch she sees from Autumn Brooks, misses upstairs. 10-0 lead for the Lady Raiders.
It is Memphis's first at bat.
Ellery Haynes and Sydney Kuykendall, the other 2 Glasgow hitters, due up. The 9-1-2 hitters in the order. Brooks with the 1-0. Prophet pops it up on the infield. Could be trouble. Nope, going to be caught by the shortstop, Lydia Jones. She had to make the catch on the run on the edge of the outfield grass there, but nice play there by the shortstop, and that will bring up the top of the order for Glasgow. Here's Ellery Haynes.
Ellery singled to left her first time at bat.
Ellery started the day batting .271 on the year. And she would have fly ball here. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder, Riley Jones, who is playing in right there. Haynes going to round first on her way to second. She'll be there with a 1-out stand-up double.
Yeah, the left fielder just got twisted and turned there, and next thing she knew, the ball was over her head.
That'll bring up Sydney Kuykendall.
Sydney is 1 for 1, had a bunt single her first time at bat.
South Central Bank base hit there for Ellery Haynes. Her second. You said she did get a base hit the first time,
yes.
Too, right? I thought
she had that bunt that was really good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So Sydney batting .333 when the day began. Brooks with a pitch. Kuykendall shows bunt, pulls back and takes a ball. They throw it to third base, and Haynes slides in safely with a stolen base.
A nice offensive play right there. She showed bunt. Everybody charged and allowed enough separation for Ellery to get to third, even though the short was covering the bag.
That was called a strike on the pitch. So 0-1
yes.
Here to Kuykendall. And the changeup from Brooks misses a little bit high. The 1-1, up and away. Throw down to third base by the catcher, Jordan Brooks, but Haynes slides back in safely. Two 2-1 pitches a changeup, and Kuykendall grounds it just foul down the third base line. Boy, that was close.
Very close.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kuykendall. And a swing and a miss for Sydney as she goes down on strikes for the Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout for Autumn Brooks. Brings up the Glasgow shortstop, Jakiley Green.
Scottie is 0 for 1 on the day. She popped up to short her first at bat.
Brooks with a pitch, misses low. Glasgow trying to get their first run of the day here with Ellery Haynes down at third base. She reached with one out, second base with a double, and stole third. The 1-0 to Green. Green will pop it up on the infield. First baseman Childers calling for it in foul territory, and she will make the catch, and that will end the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. Glasgow got the one base hit, but no further than that.
For Glasgow in the third inning, no runs on one hit. There were no errors and one left on base.
3 complete. It's Warren East 10, Glasgow nothing. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
If you already have internet through SCRTC, there's a pretty good chance your speed just went up, maybe even paying less. And if you don't, check on fiber optic with SCRTC in your area because 500 meg is now only $70. That's 500 down and upload. And if you want more speed, SCRTC got it, up to 5 gig of it. Make the switch right now at scrtc.com and we'll do the install free. This won't last forever. With unmatched customer support, SCRTC, your best and last internet provider.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Joe Myers and Stephen Murphy back here at Glasgow High School's Bush Stadium. Rigdon-Kiser Field. It is Warren East 10, Glasgow nothing as we go to the top of the Garcia's Grill fourth inning. And we are going to have a pitching change for the Lady Scotties. We're going to see Kerrigan Hagan coming in to pitch. And we'll give you Kerrigan's numbers here in just 1 second. So Kerrigan on the year is 3-2 with a 3.34 ERA. She has struck out 26. She's walked 17. She's thrown 35 2/3 innings. She is making her 9th appearance as a pitcher for Glasgow. And 4 of those have come in relief. I saw Danica Stevens out there. I think she may be playing second. I believe is going to be the case here. That's where Kerrigan was playing in the field.
I think that is correct, Joe.
Thank you, sir. I don't think we've got any other changes. Everybody else looks the same out here. So, leading things off for Warren East will be Kinsey Upton. She'll be followed by Jaylee Childers and Kennedy Lawson.
Upton is 2 for 2 on the day. Single to center in the first and a single to, single and center to center in the first and a single to center in the third.
Glasgow baseball team trailing Russell County 2-1. They're in the top of the fourth inning over at Sam Royce Field. First pitch of the day for Kerrigan Hagan. Called a strike on the outside corner.
Just to let you know, Joe, Kentucky just beat Florida. Hit a
nice
double play in the bottom of the 10th. It's 12-11.
Good deal. And here's a line shot into left field, and that will be a Southern Bank base hit to lead off the Garcia's Grill fourth inning for Kinsey Upton. That'll bring up Jaylee Childers.
Childers is 2 for 2 on the day. She doubled to right in the first and singled to center in the third.
Pitch from Hagan. This is outside. It's a big win for the Cats. Of course, they are, I think, number 4 in the country. Probably the best baseball team they have had in a number of years. I know it is a number of years. This pitch misses upstairs.
They come into the weekend a game lead for the conference championship, regular season championship.
And if they, I heard this morning on the radio, if they win, it would be only the second conference championship in school history. This pitch going to be hitting the air in foul territory. It'll drop, though, for a strike.
Yeah, we were talking before the game. I think that was 2006 maybe when they won their first one. 6 or 7. It was in that era.
Of course, the SEC is always one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in baseball, almost year in and year out. Here's the 2-1. And here's a line shot into center field. That'll get down for another South Central Bank base hit. As we're going to have a play at third base here, but the throw was a little bit late as Upton's able to slide in safely. So runners at first and third for East with nobody out. And here comes Kennedy Lawson.
Lawson grounded out to short in the first, and she reached on a bunt single, her second at bat in the third.
I think we're going to get a pinch runner here for Childers at first base. And I think that is number 3. Brooklyn Neville, I believe, is who it is. Number 3 for Warren East there at first base. Yeah, it's my favorite, a dark number on a dark jersey. They do have a yellow outline around the numbers. At least it helps a little bit. But this pitch misses upstairs, and the pinch runner, Neville, going to take second base without a throw. So runners at second and third here. Still nobody out. The 1-0. Popped up foul out of play. I would say maybe my biggest pet peeve as a broadcaster is a dark number on a dark jersey. It's not too big of a deal in baseball and basketball, but football, my goodness, it's impossible unless you have binoculars, and sometimes you can't even tell then. This pitch misses upstairs, 2-1.
You look at the distance the press box is away from the field, it would be a hard thing to see, especially at night, even with the lights on.
I mean, I typically call a game with binoculars, but still it's tough for that sometimes even. This pitch misses upstairs as well. 3-1 here to Lawson. But nobody asked the broadcasters before they order their jerseys or order their uniforms. Here's a ground ball to the left side, picked up by Ja'Kali Green. Had to go deep into the hole and makes a nice play. The throw to first base is there in time. And now Mullenkamp's throw across the diamond over to third gets away, but the runner stays put there.
That was a nice play, the shortstop. Ja'Kali went to her right, backhanded, and made a nice throw over to get that runner there.
Kenzie Upton came in to score on the play, so it's 11-0 Warren East now.
Now batting, Jordan Brooks.
Here's Jordan Brooks.
Brooks is 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left and walked.
And this pitch misses upstairs from Hagan. The 1-0 from Kerrigan. And a check swing foul ball here. Russell County has now taken a 3-1 lead over Glasgow. They're still in the top of the 4th inning in that baseball contest. And Taylor County has taken a 1-0 lead over Barron County after 3 innings of play.
I'm pretty sure Taylor County has a really good ball club this spring, too.
That was a baseball score for you, of course. This pitch going to be fouled off.
I know Barron and Taylor played earlier in the year. I think Taylor may have won that ball game.
Some other scores for you in baseball. It is Hart County and Bardstown tied at 3 after 3 innings of play. Softball, well, I'll tell you after this. Here's a slow roller back to Kerrigan Hagan in the pitching circle, and now they've got the runner at third and a run down here. They throw home, and Hagan will tag her out. So Lady Scotties handled that very well. Kerrigan initially was going to try to throw to first base, but her foot slipped when she planted and could not make the throw and get the speedy Jordan Brooks running to first base. But then the runner at third got hung up in that rundown. That was Brooklyn Neville, the pinch runner, and she is tagged out for out number 2.
You can tell the ground's still a little soft from all the rain this week, because when she planted, that foot just gave on her and she couldn't make the throw. But luckily she was aware enough to see the runner at third had broke for home and was able to get that out.
In softball, Bowling Green has cut Edmonson County's lead to 4-3 after 4 innings of play. Also in baseball, Edmonson County and Fort Knox are tied at 4 after 1 inning. And here is a foul ball off the bat of Well, do we have a...
it's number 18.
Yeah, we have a pinch hitter here. That's Tristan Lindsay.
Okay.
Tristan Lindsay hitting here.
For Brooks, right?
Yep.
Because I
For Autumn
didn't have that.
Yeah, I'll quit looking at my phone to get scores and actually pay attention to the ball game now, I guess. 11-0 lead for Warren East. 0-1 count here to Lindsay, the pinch hitter. This one in there for a call strike. It's 0-2. Brooks delivers, or excuse me, Hagan delivers to Brooks, and it's hit back to Hagan in the pitching circle. She'll flip it over to first base for out number 3. Warren East does get one more run across, so they have extended their lead now, and we will go to the bottom of the Garcia's Grill 4th inning after this.
In the top of the 4th, Warren East got 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 left on base.
11-0 Warren East over Glasgow, back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joe Meyer, Stephen Murphy back here with you at Glasgow High School's Busch Stadium. We go to the bottom of the Garcia's Grill 4th inning here in this fast-pitch softball game. It's Warren East 11, Glasgow nothing. Emery Gardner to lead things off for the Lady Scotties here in this inning. She'll be followed by Micah Mullenkamp and Kinsey Johnson.
Emery grounded out to short in the first inning for her only at bat.
And the first pitch that she sees misses low. Autumn Brooks still in the pitching circle for Warren East. She has gone the distance so far. Now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Emery started the day with a .380 average, which leads the Lady Scotties. The 1-1 on the way. And a hard ground ball, but right at Brooks in the circle. She'll go to first base for out number 1.
Emery hit the ball really hard right there, just right at the pitcher, and the pitcher made a nice play.
And that will bring up the Glasgow first baseman, Micah Mullenkamp.
She grounded out to first base, her first appearance in the first inning.
Brooks, the pitch, it's in the dirt. So the Lady Scotties go to LaRue County tomorrow to face Louisville Atherton. This pitch misses low. It's 2-0. Glasgow baseball team will be off over the weekend, and then we'll be back in action at home against Monroe County. We told you earlier we'll have that broadcast starting at 5:20, a 5:30 first pitch there on Monday. Swing and a miss here by Mullenkamp, 2-1 now. And then Glasgow baseball will wrap up the regular season with a game on the road on Tuesday at Greene County.
Another school, I think, is going to field turf on their field.
Here's a fly ball to center field, pretty well hit, and that is off the bottom of the fence for Mullenkamp. She rounds first on her way to second. A good throw in there by the center fielder Heimer, but Mullenkamp in there with a stand-up double with one away here in the Garcia's Grill 4th.
Another ball hit solidly right there just to center field.
And that will bring up Kinsey Johnson.
Kinsey struck out her first appearance in the second inning.
First pitch she sees, misses low and inside. We told you the softball team's first district tournament game, the semifinal, will be on Monday, May 20th at 5:30 against either Barron County or Warren East. Baseball team's first district tournament game will be that following Tuesday on the 21st. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, Jones. She's up with it to first base for the out. Mullenkamp going to try to take third, and the throw back across the diamond gets away, and Glasgow's going to have their first run of the day here in the fourth as Mullenkamp comes in to score on that throwing error by the first baseman, Childers. So it's 11-1 now in Warren East's favor.
You know, you put a little pressure on the defense and force them to make a play, and luckily for us, you made a throwing error there that allowed Micah to score.
Here's Samaya Taylor.
Taylor is 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out to short her first time up.
Up and away with the first pitch. But the baseball team, Glasgow, will play their first district tournament game, the semifinal, on Tuesday, May 21st. It will be a 6 o'clock first pitch. Our broadcast on the air at 5:50. Of course, the district tournament for softball and baseball over at Allen County, Scottsville. Taylor will foul this pitch off. Count will go to 1-1. Glasgow knows that they will be playing Warren East in baseball. The seedings for baseball are set. Barron County was undefeated during the regular season at 6-0, so they will be the number 1 seed, and they'll play Allen County Scottsville, the 4 seed, on Monday, May 20th at 6 o'clock. Glasgow and Warren East, as we said, Tuesday, May 21st at 6 o'clock. Change up here, and Taylor hits it well on a line shot, but caught by the third baseman Lee for out number 3 as Glasgow is done here in the Garcia's Grill 4th inning, but the Scotties do get their first run of the afternoon.
All right. For Glasgow in the bottom of the 4th, they were able to get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and no one left on base.
Warren East 11, Glasgow 1 through 4 innings completed. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Madison Heimer, Lydia Jones, and Riley Jones are going to be the first 3 hitters due up for Warren East as we go to the top of the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. It's Warren East 11, Glasgow 1. Kerrigan Hagan back out there to start her second full inning of work in the pitching circle for Glasgow.
Heimer is 1 for 3 on the day. She singled in the first, grounded out to short, or hit to a fielder's choice, and then grounded out to second in the third.
Now batting, Madison Heimer.
Started the day with a 387 average. Hagan with a pitch, and it's high. Good crowd on hand here on a late Friday afternoon. 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike.
Very pleasant evenings, not too hot, just about perfect temperature for game time here. Nice crowd like you said.
Humidity's come down today too.
Yes.
Here's the 1-1. 2-1 now as this one misses outside. Hagan has the pitch and delivers. Change up. It's a fly ball here to left field. Sydney Kuykendall coming in on it hard but could not get there in time. Trying to stretch it into a double, and Kuykendall throws her out. Great play that time by Sydney Kuykendall as she threw a strike to Danica Stevens, who is covering the bag at second base, and Heimer thrown out trying to stretch the single into a double.
Very heads-up play by Sydney. Couldn't get to the ball hit, but she got to it and made a perfect throw to second to get the girl trying to stretch it into a double.
Here's the shortstop, Lydia Jones, and the first pitch she sees misses for ball one.
It's one of those plays, you don't mope, you get the ball and go get it and get it back into the infield. A good thing to happen.
Now the 1-0. Let's pitch a call to strike on the inside half. One thing I've never seen Sydney Kuykendall do is mope.
Yeah.
She plays hard and hustles all the time.
And because of that, she was able to get that out.
Now the 1-1. There's a ground ball to Green at shortstop. She has it. The throw to first is there. There are two down. And now the cleanup hitter, Riley Jones.
Now batting, Riley Jones.
Jones, a .373 hitter. Leads the team with 4 home runs on the year. First pitch in there for a called strike.
She is 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out in the first, single to center in the second, and walked in the third.
The 0-1, change up, but it's high. Russell County Baseball has now taken a 5-1 lead over the Scotties. They're in the bottom of the fourth over at Sam Royce Field. Here's a fly ball to left field. Very well hit. It's going to be off the bottom of the fence out there on one hopper for Jones. She rounds first. She's on her way to second, and a close play there as a good relay throw from Jakali Green almost had her, but Jones in there standing up. Probably should have slid right there, made that play closer than it had to be by not sliding.
Yeah, another hustle play by Sydney, getting that ball in as quick as she did, and really had a really good shot there at the runner at second base. I'm surprised she didn't slide.
2-out double on the South Central Bank base hit there for Riley Jones, and that brings up Addison Lee, and a called strike to her to start the at-bat. Hagan rocks and fires, and here's a fly ball foul and out of play to the left side. Lee second on the team with a .407 average as the day began anyway. Fly ball to center field. Ellery Haynes drifting over to her left, and she will make the catch. And that'll be out number 3 here in the Walbert Trucking, top of the 5th inning, as Warren East held scoreless for the first time today in an inning.
Yes, a good inning by the Scotties there defensively and in the pitching circle. East had no runs, had 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base.
It's 11-1, Warren East on top of Glasgow here in this 15th District fast pitch softball matchup. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Warren East 11, Glasgow 1 as we move to the bottom half of the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. And it is for the Lady Scotties, Gracie Walker to lead things off. She'll be followed by, well, I'm not sure if, let's see, it'll be Danica Stevens who's going to hit in the 9 spot. And then Ellery Haynes, the third hitter, due up here in this inning. First pitch from Autumn Brooks misses outside. So when the pitching change was made, Kerrigan Hagan continues to be the flex player. So Danica Stevens went into that 9 hole and will be hitting where Memphis Prophet was. This pitch fouled off out of play by Walker. It's 1-1 to her.
Walker is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And in there for a called strike. Here's the 1-2 to Walker. A swing and a miss, and the freshman down on strikes for an Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout there for Autumn Brooks. And that will bring up Danica Stevens.
This is her first plate appearance today.
That's what I was just looking at, Murph. First plate appearance of the season, actually,
wow.
not just of today.
It's a big thrill.
Or at least officially, she does not have an at-bat anyway.
Like to see her get a hit on her first appearance.
Swing and a miss here. Of course, that's at the varsity level. She has many at-bats, I know, at the JV level.
Did you say a middle schooler, too?
That's what I was just looking at. And here is a foul ball.
Foul.
Just down the right field line. I know Danica's parents, but I'm not sure. Is she a 7th grader or an 8th grader? She's a 7th grader. Okay.
Be a nice time to get that first high school hit. Or varsity hit.
No balls and 2 strikes to Danica. And this pitch misses a bit high. Danica has appeared in 4 previous games. Low and inside. I believe she is used sometimes as a courtesy runner.
Okay.
Two and two now. The pitch from Brooks. Misses upstairs. Count will go full. Payoff pitch from Autumn Brooks, and a slow grounder to the right side could be trouble, but a nice play by the first baseman Childers. If she gets it, scoops it up, and then tosses to Lawson, the second baseman, who had come over to cover the bag at first. So with 2 down now, here's Ellery Haynes.
2 for 2 on the day for Ellery. A single to left in the first, and she doubled to left in the third.
Glasgow trails Warren East 11-1 here in the bottom of the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. And this pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Of course, Glasgow has to have a run here in this inning to continue playing. If they do not, this game will be over on the 10-run rule. Base is empty right now. This pitch misses upstairs, 1-1. Or excuse me, 2-0.
Ellery's one of those slap hitters. It'd be nice right here. That third baseman's playing so close. If she could slap one just right past her right there.
Brooks with a pitch. Change up. And that misses high. It's 3-0. And Brooks wants to know where that pitch was. And I have to agree with her. That looked pretty good to me. It was a change-up that started high, but it looked like it dropped down into the strike zone. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That one's a strike, no doubt about that one.
Yeah, too bad we don't have that box like they do in Major League Baseball.
Yeah. The 3-1 pitch is hit back up the middle. That'll be a Southside Bank base hit. It's a 3-for-3 day for Ellery Haynes.
A good day at the plate for Ellery.
And so that does put the base runner on that Glasgow needs to come across home plate to continue playing. Here's Sydney Kuykendall.
Sydney is 1 for 2 on the day, a bunt single and a strikeout.
And Kuykendall will foul the first pitch off out of play. Taylor County leads Barron County 2-1 in baseball. That's after 5 innings of play. And this pitch misses low and away. The snap throw down to first base, but Haynes slides back in safely here. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Kuykendall. The pitch. Kuykendall gives it a ride to left center field, and that's going to be over everybody's head. A one-hopper off the bottom of the fence. Haynes rounding third. She is going to come in to score, and we will continue playing into the 6th inning, as that makes it 11-2 in Warren East's favor. A double and an RBI for Sydney Kuykendall.
Hit the ball really solidly right there in the left center gap. One hop the fence.
Here's your Kylie Green. Brooks misses outside with his pitch.
Chikali is 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up to short and popped up to first.
A pop-up on the infield. Lee at third base calling for it, and she will make the catch, and that will end the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. But Glasgow got the run they needed to continue playing here, as they get Ellery Haynes to score after she had her 3rd hit of the day. And we'll let Murph give you those numbers.
All right. For the Scotties there, we had 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base.
Warren East 11, Glasgow 2. We go to the 6th inning after this 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile, and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Joe Myers, Stephen Murphy back here with you at Rigdon-Kiser Field at Busch Stadium here on the campus of Glasgow High School. We go to the top half of the Kentucky Farm Bureau's 6th inning. And leading things off for Warren East here will be Kinsey Upton, Jaylee Childers, and Kennedy Lawson, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Warren East leading 11-2 as Kerrigan Hagan finishes up her warm-up tosses here. We told you Taylor County leading Barron County in baseball 2-1 after 5 innings of play. And for Glasgow baseball, they trail Russell County 5-2. They're in the top of the 5th inning. Crosstown there at Sam Royce Field. So Kinsey Upton steps in there, set to face Kerrigan Hagan. And Kerrigan's first pitch of the inning misses well high upstairs.
Upton's had a good day at the plate, 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Here's the 1-0. That one about in the same spot. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 2-0 pitch from Kerrigan. And it's going to be fouled off, not a play. Now the 2-1. In there for a called strike. 2-2 pitch, change up, and it's a fair ball just inside the bag at first. Upton going to stay put at first base as Kenzie Johnson, the right fielder, did a good job to get over there and get to it quickly to hold her to a single.
She kept her perfect day. Upton did 4 for 4 there, just inside the bag too.
I'll bring up the first baseman, Jaylee Childers.
Now batting, Jaylee Childers.
First pitch to her, misses low and inside.
Childers is also 3 for 3 on the day with 3 singles.
Here's the 1-0. And that pitch upstairs. We told you this Warren East team can hit it. They have a .386 team average. This pitch in there on the inside corner. And what they have done today has probably not done a lot to hurt that average.
And didn't you say their record was like 20-7?
20-9.
29,
yep.
So good ball club.
Pitch fouled off out of play. 3-1 in the district. Again, this game very meaningful to Warren East. Doesn't mean much to the Lady Scotties. They know they're the number 4 seed, but East still trying to get a first-place tie with Barron County. Here's a 2-2 pitch. It's popped up in foul territory. Looks like it may stay in play, and Mullenkamp will make the catch.
Did a nice job finding the fence in the dugout and set up there and made a nice catch.
One away on that catch by Micah Mullenkamp. But as I was saying, Warren East needs a win today and then a win tomorrow against Allen County Scottsville. If so, they would finish the district schedule at 5-1, just like Barron County, and those two teams split. So they would go to the tiebreaker to determine who would be the number 1 seed. Here's Kennedy Lawson at the plate. She squares to bunt, lays it down the first base line. Hagan out of the pitching circle goes to first for the out there. Runner moves from first to second on the play, but there are now 2 away.
Another nice play by Kerrigan there. She came out of the circle very quickly, got to that ball and flipped it over to Micah to get that run because it was a nice bunt.
Now the catcher, Jordan Brooks.
Brooks is 0 for 2 on the day. Has a pop fly out and a fielder's choice and a walk.
Strike 1 called on the outside half. Russell County now leads Glasgow 6-2 in baseball as they go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Oh, 1 pitch. Ground ball left side, knocked down by Gardner at third base, but cannot come up with it cleanly. But I personally would rule that one a base hit.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. You know, she did a nice job just getting a glove on it and gave it as much effort as she could just to get the glove on it.
So that will be infield single there for Brooks. And that'll bring up Autumn Brooks now with runners at first and second. And we get a courtesy runner at first base. And I believe, again, that is Ashley Parson there at first base.
Brooks is 0 for 4 on the day. She did reach on an error back in the second.
And here is a fly ball to left field. Sydney Kuykendall will drift over and make the catch for out number 3. So Warren East held scoreless here in the top of the 6th, and we are destined to play a full 7 innings here today as we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning, brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance after Coach Murphy gives us the numbers here in that half inning.
All right, and for Warren East in that half inning, no runs on 2 hits, there were no errors, and 2 left on base.
We've completed 5 1/2, 11-2, Warren East on top of Glasgow. Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Here's Emery Gardner to lead things off for Glasgow here in the bottom of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance sixth inning, with Warren East leading 11-2 over the Lady Scotties. And the first pitch Gardner sees is in there for a called strike.
Emery is 0 for 2 on the day.
Here's the 0-1, and Gardner hits this one well to right center field. Drifting back, the one making the catch will be Kinsey Upton for out number 1.
Hit it pretty solidly. Just hung up in the air long enough for the right fielder to camp under it.
Here's Micah Mullenkamp.
Mullenkamp 1 for 2 on the day. She doubled her last time up.
This pitch misses outside to Micah for ball 1. This pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Ground ball to second base. Lawson has it. She'll go to first for out number 2 here in the 6th. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Kinsey Johnson.
Kinsey is 0 for 2 on the day.
And this pitch misses upstairs, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes here to Johnson. Glasgow trailing 11-2 to Warren East here in the bottom of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. And here's a foul ball as Johnson made contact, but it hit her while she was in the box. And here's a pop-up on the infield. It's going to be caught here by Jaylee Childers, and that will wind up the Kentucky Farm Bureau's 6th inning. Murph?
For Glasgow in the 6th inning, no runs, no hits, no Warren East errors, and no one left on base.
So we have completed 6. It is Warren East 11, Glasgow 2, back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Want to slash your cable bill? Save over $20 a month with MyStream TV from SCRTC. The savings alternative with the same great channel lineup you've always been accustomed to. Packages as low as $85 even include internet, at least 200 meg. This is a no-brainer. No more cable boxes, just an app. And you even get an extra stream. Wait till we show you catch-up TV. Compare your current service to the new MyStream TV from SCRTC. 678-2111. Call and save today.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Joe Meyer, Stephen Murphy back here with you at Glasgow High School's Busch Stadium as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Warren East 11, Glasgow 2. And we have gotten some clarification, and our thanks to Mr. Jay Turner across the way over there at Barron County. Of course, their play-by-play guy. He says that he has been told by Barron County's head coach Darryl Murphy that Barron County would get the 1 seed no matter what happens here today by way of runs allowed. It is head-to-head. That tiebreaker is, and we'll tell you more about that after this first pitch, is you got Madison Heimer at the plate, and that's a ball. So it's head-to-head, runs allowed is that first tiebreaker, and Barron County won 15-6 against East. East won 6-5. So obviously Barron allowed fewer runs in those two head-to-head matchups. So Barron County, we know, is the number 1 seed, regardless of what happens here for Warren East today and tomorrow against Allen County Scottsville. So our thanks to Jay for that information.
Like I said, that changed after 2016.
It's a 2-ball, no-strike count. Now 3-0 as this one misses low. So we now know that this is a preview of Glasgow's no, it's not. Glasgow's going to play Barron County in the first round of the district tournament. So we know the Trojanettes will play the Lady Scotties, and Warren East will play Allen County Scottsville. This pitch to Heimer misses low, so that is a 4-pitch walk to her to start off the 7th inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, Lydia Jones.
Tomorrow will be a preview for the first round of the district between East and Allen.
That's right. So Barron County and Glasgow will play at 5:30 on Monday, May 20th in the first round district game over at Allen County Scottsville. This pitch misses inside. Heimer takes second base on the throw.
Jones has reached base twice today. No, 3 times with a walk, a fielder's choice, and a single.
And this pitch misses and gets to the backstop, and that'll move Heimer over to third base. It's 2-0. And here's a fly ball to center field, drifting back and making a nice catch is Ellery Haynes, but it is plenty deep enough to get Heimer in from third base. That'll make it 12-2 East here in the 7th with 1 away.
Now batting, Riley Jones.
Here's Riley Jones. And this pitch misses up and in to her. One other thing we want to correct is we've been saying that Danica Stevens was playing second base for the Lady Scotties, and that change was made back, I think, in the 5th inning. But it's actually Kinley Stevens, and our apologies. The roster that I have has Danica Stevens wearing number 15, that's who's been playing second base, but it's actually Kinley. We have Kinley on this roster as number 10. So I don't know if I just need to get an updated roster or what. So my apologies for that. We had a fan come up here and tell us that, and then I know Kinley and Danica's stepdad, and so I texted him, and he confirmed that, yes, that is the case. So we appreciate all the information. It sometimes takes a village to keep me in line. 3 balls and no strikes here to Riley Jones. And here's a fly ball to left center field, and it's going to be caught out there by Ellery Haynes for out number 2.
A little surprised there. Got the green light 3-0, but I guess with a 10-run lead, you let them do that. Or maybe they do that all the time. I don't know.
Here's Addison Lee. And here's a hard ground ball, but right at Ja'Kylie Green. She has it. The throw to first is there in time, and the Lady Scotties will come up in the bottom of the 7th as Warren East gets one more run across, and they have extended their lead to 10 runs once again.
Okay, Warren East had 1 run on no hits. There were no Glasgow errors, and there was no runners left on base.
12-2 Warren East. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Glasgow's Busch Stadium, as we have the Lady Scotties trailing Warren East by a score of 12-2. Samaya Taylor, Gracie Walker, and Kinley Stevens, the first three hitters due up for Glasgow here in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch from Autumn Brooks misses low for ball one.
Taylor is 0 for 2 on the day.
One 0 pitch in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss for Taylor.
Tough right now for the hitters. That sun is directly behind the pitcher.
Yeah, it really is. If you sit in this press box and don't have a hat on, it's very difficult to see as well. And this pitch misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, straight at you. A lot of fans have their hands up above their eyes.
2-2 pitch. It bounces in.
That pitch, even the umpire had his hands up above there, blocking the sun.
Three and 2 here to Samaya Taylor. Glasgow trailing 12-2. Bottom of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss, and Taylor down on strikes. That'll be another Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout for Autumn Brooks. Here's Gracie Walker.
Gracie Walker is 0 for 2 on the day.
Swing and a miss at a fastball here by Walker. And I'm looking on deck for Glasgow, and Kinley Stevens is not going to hit this time. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for her. Shallon Fields is swinging the bat in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss here by Walker, 0-2. And here is a ground ball. Terrific play by the third baseman Lee, but her throw is in the dirt. And Walker will reach on that throwing error, but Addison Lee played that ball a backhanded one-hopper, short hop. And she's made the play on the field, but then made a bad throw.
Yeah, I mean, nice play to field that ball, backhanded it, just, I guess, in a hurry to rush the throw a little bit, not realizing she had a little more time than she did, and just one-hopped it over there, made it a little tough for the first baseman.
And we're going to get a courtesy runner here for Gracie Walker, and that is going to be Haley Stamper. Shallon Fields at the plate, and she will foul this first pitch off. Yeah, I apparently need to go print off a new Lady Scottie roster because I don't have Stamper on my roster either. Well, it has changed a couple times this year, but I thought I had the most recent version, but I obviously do not. Here's the 0-1. This pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1. Misses upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. And hard hit ball right back at the pitcher. She goes to first base for the out there. It's more or less self-preservation for Autumn Brooks right there, trying to keep that ball from hitting her, and she made the play.
That ball was hit very sharply, and
Yes,
she did make a nice play. And she was going to go to first, but she heard somebody yelling 2-2-2 because then she turned and threw to second.
And here's the leadoff hitter, Ellery Haynes, who has had a heck of a day at the plate for Glasgow.
3 for 3 on the day.
Change up in there for a called strike. The 0-1. Hit in the air and on the infield, and that's going to be caught for out number 3, caught by the shortstop Lydia Jones. So the Lady Scotties will fall by a final score here of 12-2. As Glasgow now falls on the season to 5-15. They finished the district schedule at 0-6. Warren East improves to 21-9, and they go to 4-1 in district play. Murph, the numbers there?
All righty, for the Scotties there in the 7th, no runs, 1 hit, no Warren East errors, but 1 left on base.
So once again, your final score, Warren East 12, Glasgow 2. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show, and we'll take a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. We'll have our Hardee's play of the game, also our SCRTC player of the game, and we'll talk with head coach Katie Arbeck as well. We're back with the Don Franklin Auto postgame show after a 5-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with a same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant. South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
If you already have internet through SCRTC, there's a pretty good chance your speed just went up, maybe even paying less. And if you don't, check on fiber optic with SCRTC in your area, because 500 meg is now only $70. That's 500 down and upload. And if you want more speed, SCRTC got it, up to 5 gig of it. Make the switch right now at scrtc.com and we'll do the install free. This won't last forever. With unmatched customer support, SCRTC, your best and last internet provider.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
And now the Don Franklin Auto postgame show on WCLU. Brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers.
And now taking the field,
here's Joe Myers.
Scotties fall in their final regular season district game of the year to the Warren East Lady Raiders by a final score of 12-2. And here on the Don Franklin Auto post-game show, we're going to turn things over to Stephen Murphy. He's going to run through the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats for us. Murph?
All right. For Warren East on the day, Brooks was 0 for 5 with a run scored, but did get 2 RBIs. Heimer was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and did walk twice with an RBI. Jones was 1 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored and a walk. Jones was 2 for 4 on the day with a walk and an RBI. Lee was 1 for 5 on the day with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Upton was 4 for 4, big day for her, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Childers was 3 for 4 on the day with a run scored and an RBI. Lawson on the day was 1 for 4 with a run. And Brooks was 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk and an RBI as well. Brooks in the circle today, she only gave up 2 runs, 6 hits, 5 Ks, and no walks. For the Scotties, we had 2 runs on 6 hits. We struck out 5 times and we did not walk. Ellery Haynes was the offensive, leader for the day. She was 3 for 4 with a run scored. Sydney Kuykendall had a good day as well. She was 2 for 3 with an RBI. Jacali Green was 0 for 3. Emery Gardner was 0 for 3. Micah Mullenkamp was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Kenzie Johnson was 0 for 3. Taylor was 0 for 3. Walker was 0 for 3. Memphis Prophet was 0 for 1. And Stevens there was 0 for 2. In the circle, Memphis Prophet went 3 innings, had 4 walks, 9 hits, and 10 runs. And Hagan, through 4 innings, had 1 walk, gave up 6 hits and 2 runs. So your final offensive stats again for Glasgow: 2 runs, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. And for Warren East, 12 runs on 15 hits, 5 walks, and no strikeouts.
All right, Murph, thank you very much. I saw Coach Arbeck making her way up here. I think she got stopped by someone in the crowd, but we'll stay right here and see if she can have a quick word with us here. Again, Glasgow falling 12-2 to Warren East in this 15th district game as the Lady Scotties finish the regular season in district play, at least, at 0-6. They're now 5-15 overall on the season, and they have couple games left, I think, as we look quickly at their schedule here. So they play, let's see, we told you they go tomorrow to LaRue County to take on Atherton, Louisville Atherton. And then they also play Watchville Trinity, it looks like, according to this. And then Glasgow will play at home on Monday against Franklin Simpson, and then they'll round out the regular season with a couple of games at Cumberland County on Tuesday of next week and then at Caverna on Thursday. Coach Arbeck has now joined us here in the press box after her ball club falls by a score of 12-2. And, Coach, just your thoughts on what transpired here today. I mean, late in the ball game, we played pretty well, I thought, but Warren East just kind of exploded in the first 3 innings at the plate.
Yeah, they did. They started out really good. We just need to hit early. Like you said, like late in the ball game, we started getting in there. We had a couple hits early in the game, but it's kind of been something that we've struggled with is like putting those hits together and starting that out early. We kind of like to wait to get to the end of the game, which is fine sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't quite work in your favor.
Memphis Prophet started this ball game for you, and Memphis, we've seen her pitch a number of times, and obviously we have not seen all the ball games, but she seemed to be struggling a little bit more with her control today than she has in the past. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, she definitely struggled a little bit today finding that strike zone. He had a weird strike zone, but she also missed a handful of pitches. So, that's we got to be on that strike zone. Whether he's got a good one or a bad one doesn't matter. You know what the strike zone is, so you got to put it there.
Big day at the plate for a couple of your players. Ellery Haynes goes 3 for 4 and scored a run on the day, and then Sydney Kuykendall 2 for 3 on the day, and she had a double with the RBI, the only RBI of the day. And we saw Sydney, of course, Lucy Richardson was out with an illness today, so she was not able to play. So Sydney, who normally hits in the 9 spot, moves up to that number 2 position, and I think she liked it there.
Yeah, we moved Sid up sometime last week, I think.
Did
we
you?
moved her
Okay,
up
I'm
into
sorry.
the 3 spot. Yeah.
First game that we've broadcast since she's hitting the 2 hole, so I apologize
we
for
moved
that.
her up a couple games ago, I think,
Okay.
and she's definitely, she was performing at the 9 when you perform and want to get you some more at-bats. So
Right.
she's definitely, she seems to like it there. It's doing well for her.
Yeah, and then Ellery Haynes, 3 for 4. She had hits in her first 3 at-bats. Popped out there on the 4th at-bat, but a great day for her at the plate, too.
Oh, yeah. She handled it. They tried to get her on those outside pitches, but she handled those really well. I'm really proud of her.
So you know that you're going to play Barron County in the opening round of the district tournament on May the 20th at 5:30. But before that, I was just talking about how you're going to wound up the regular season here. I know you go to LaRue County, I think, tomorrow. You play 2 games there?
We're actually playing 1.
Play 1?
Yeah, we're playing Atherton in the morning.
Okay. All right. And then you've got a home game here on Monday, and I don't have the schedule in front of me.
We got Franklin Simpson on Monday.
Franklin Simpson, and then on the road to wound up the regular season at Cumberland County and at Caverna. So, with the district coming up here, Katie, kind of what are you focusing on with your ball club as you guys try to get ready for that big district ball game against Barron County?
I think it's just, we're slowly easing away, like getting rid of those errors, so that's been good. I think it's just the plate. Like we've got to, you can have a perfect game out in the field, but if you don't make contact, get on base, and score runs, you're never going to win a game. So that's kind of our biggest thing right now is putting those hits together and putting them timely together so we can get some runs on the board.
Katie, we appreciate your time as always. The next time we see you will be at that district ball game over at Allen County, Scottsville when you take on Barron County, okay?
Okay.
Good luck the rest of the way this season.
Thank you.
That's Katie Arbeck, her ball club falling here by a score of 12-2 to the Warren East Lady Raiders in 15th district play. We'll take our final time out here on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at our SCRTC player of the game, and we'll also show you our Hardy's play of the game as well for those of you watching on YouTube. We're back after a 2-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Joe Myers, Stephen Murphy back here with you on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show, where the Lady Scotties fall to Warren East by a score of 12-2. And it is time now to take a look at our Hardy's play of the game. And it is, we go back to the top of the fifth inning when Sydney Kuykendall threw a Warren East player out trying to stretch a single into a double. Played the ball very well in the outfield and threw a strike to second base where Kenley Stevens was covering the bag there at second. And that is our Hardy's play of the game. And now for our SCRTC player of the game, we are going with Ellery Haynes on that one. A terrific day for Ellery, the senior center fielder, as she goes 3 for 4 at the plate, and she scored one of Glasgow's 2 runs on the day. Ellery also made a couple of nice catches out there in the outfield, so a nice day for the senior. Ellery Haynes, our SCRTC player of the game. So that'll just about wrap things up for us here. Murph, any last thoughts on this one?
Still, I see flashes of good play. You know, you talk about Sydney's play there. In the last inning, made a couple of nice defensive plays there, and we still hit the ball solidly. I think we struck out 5 times. So there are glimpses there. We just got to put the whole thing together from the pitching standpoint, the offensive standpoint, and just got to keep grinding. And hopefully, good things are going to happen.
Let's hope so. All right, so before we leave the air here, let's remind you that our next broadcast will be on Monday. That will be a baseball game, as it'll be our last regular season baseball game broadcast, as Glasgow will entertain the Monroe County Falcons over there at Sam Royce Field. It's a 5:30 first pitch, so look for our broadcast to be on the air right around 5:20 or so on WCLU. We most likely will not be able to bring you a live stream of that game, but it will be, at the very worst case, delayed. We'll record that game and put it on YouTube on a delayed basis. Again, if you're not familiar, if you're not aware, we've had a really difficult time getting a good enough signal down there at Sam Royce Field to be able to bring you a live stream broadcast. So I think we got one game on live stream. For some reason, we had a good signal one day. But most of the time we cannot get a good enough signal down there, so we just have to record those games and put them on YouTube. But they always, of course, are live on the radio, so you can listen to that game at 5:20. First pitch at 5:30 Monday as Glasgow hosts the Monroe County Falcons. So that will wrap things up for us here today. I want to say thank you to John Clark back at the studio for his work on the board. And also to Matthew Clark, as Matthew is our video producer, and a great job, as always, by him on the broadcast and live stream today. Thanks also to my partner on color commentary and stats, Mr. Stephen Murphy. Once again, your final score, 12-2. Warren East defeats the Lady Scotties here in 15th District action. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm Joe Myers.
This has been Lady Scotties Softball on WCLU. Presented by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. Glasgow High School Sports is on. Your home for local WCLU.